In the early days, when the lights of Anfield barely shone on a young Egyptian winger, there was already a spark, a moment when Salah's foot met the ball with an elegance that belied his age. That first goal, unexpected and dazzling, was more than a score. It was a promise of what was to come. Every fan in the stadium felt that electricity, a prelude to the legacy that was about to unfold. Back then, critics were few but cautious. They whispered that talent might fade with time. But as Salah's early strikes illuminated the pitch, each goal was a declaration, a blend of raw instinct and natural artistry that foretold a luminous career. In every touch, there was a trace of destiny. The goal was simple, a well-placed finish from a rapid counterattack, but its impact was monumental. It served as a spark that ignited fervor among supporters and left defenders scrambling. That day, a star was born, and the narrative of his goal-scoring exploits began to be written in history. It was a cold night at Anfield when Salah broke free on a blistering run, leaving a trail of disbelief in his wake. With defenders chasing shadows, he controlled the ball with a composure that defied the chaos of the moment. As he approached the box, every heartbeat in the stadium synchronized with his pace. The breakthrough came with a single, breathtaking moment, a deft touch, a nimble pivot, and then a strike that curled into the top corner, out of the goalkeeper's reach. In that instant, every critic who had ever doubted him was silenced by the poetry of his movement and the precision of his shot. His goal wasn't just a number on the scoreboard, it was a statement of intent. That goal echoed far beyond the match itself. Social media lit up with instant replays, and pundits began to herald the Egyptian as not only a scorer but a game-changer. It was the breakthrough that transformed murmurs of potential into roars of admiration, etching his name among the greats. Time and again, Salah's pace on the counter-attack left defenders rooted to the spot. With every burst of speed, he became the embodiment of the Egyptian express, swift, elusive, and unstoppable. His goals were not mere finishes. They were journeys defined by explosive acceleration and masterful control. During one legendary encounter, a perfectly timed run caught defenders off guard. Dribbling past two challenges with sublime ease, Salah unleashed a shot that ricocheted off the post before nestling into the net. The stadium erupted, and in that moment, his running was celebrated as much as his finishing. The goal represented more than a tactical success. It was an exhibition of his athleticism and determination. Every sprint, every nimble maneuver reinforced that his speed wasn't just physical. It was the heartbeat of his playing style, inspiring countless fans and future players alike. In one of the most talked about moments in modern football, Salah danced past an array of defenders, as if they were mere obstacles on a painted canvas. His dribble was a mesmerizing display of balance and finesse, culminating in a strike that seemed to defy physics. As he cut through the midfield, each touch on the ball was deliberate and artful, with defenders converging on him. His solution was both elegant and audacious. Oh, delicate chip that floated over the outstretched arms of the goalkeeper. In that instant, time appeared to slow, capturing the pure magic of his technique. The goal was more than an effort to score. It was an act of rebellion against the notion that he could ever be contained or doubted. It left the audience and his critics in awe, affirming his status as a player who transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary with every single strike. There are matches where the odds are stacked, and every touch feels like a battle against time and fate. In one such high-pressure game, Salah faced not just a well-organized defense, but also an atmosphere thick with expectation. The stakes were enormous, and failure was not an option. With the game finally balanced, he received the ball near the penalty area. In that moment, the roar of the crowd blended with his own determination. Instead of opting for a cautious finish, Salah unleashed a fierce, curling shot that defied the natural order, an audacious strike in the face of insurmountable pressure. The ball sliced through the air, leaving defenders and onlookers alike in stunned silence before hitting the net. That goal, defiant in its beauty and resilience, became a rallying cry for those who believed in fighting against the odds. It was a reminder that brilliance often blooms in the crucible of adversity. In the electric atmosphere of Europe's grandest stage, every moment is magnified, and every goal is a page in the history books. Salah's Champions League exploits have given fans countless unforgettable memories. But one goal stood out, a goal that redefined what was possible on the continental stage. During a high-stakes knockout match, with the aggregate score hanging in the balance, Salah collected a long ball on the edge of the box. In one fluid motion, he wove through defenders, his every touch resonating with precision and confidence. With a perfectly weighted strike, he unleashed a shot that rippled through the net, igniting wild celebrations across the continent. The reverberations of that goal were felt far beyond the stadium walls. Analysts revisited the play for weeks, and fans replayed the moment in endless loops. It was a goal that not only advanced his team, but also cemented his reputation as a player who delivers brilliance when the stage is set for history.